I am Dr. D.D. Sawant, J.A.T Art Science and Commerce College for Women, Malegaon Dist-Nashik. The today's topic which I had selected, that is a geography and ecology. So while studying to this geography and ecology, geography is a special science which studies special attributes of various phenomena on the earth's surface through time. In other words, phenomenon or set of phenomena which exists in space-time framework becomes the subject matter of geography. Besides this tradition definition is a highly generalized sense, geography has been variously defined as the study of aerial distribution of phenomena, spatial pattern, locational analysis, human ecology, man-land relationships, environment and man-environment relationships, spatial organization, ecological studies, etc. As ecosystems are the productive engines of the planet and which providing us with everything from the water we drink and hence the food we eat and the fiber we use for clothing, paper and lumber. So while studying to this ecosystem can be damaged by physical destructions, and what happens due to this physical destruction? Loss of habitat. Second one, there is species decimation, loss of biodiversity. The biodiversity can be lost due to these species. Next one, there is a intoxication, impacts of pollution and toxins. Now the chemicals which are used, and with this the pollution with, due to this pollution can be increased and hence the intoxication may occur. Next one, there is a damage to food waves, and hence due to this intoxication or pollution, the damage of food wave, such results which are being seen as a decline in productivity. So yield of the crops, yield of the various things which are related to the agricultural plants, which may damage. So ecology, when we are studying, it may be affected, and hence the American geomorphologist, as for example, W.M. Davis observed that geography is primarily devoted to analyzing the relationship between inorganic control and organic response. And in many ways, the geographers are traditionally being closely concerned with the subject matter of ecology. So, the importance of ecological study within the field of geography has been recently uh, substantiated due to increasing interest shown by ecologists in environmental problems. Growth of environmental science has a link between geography and ecology. Increased interest of the geographers in studying the problems and solution of evolution of resources and their proper management. So, as a ecological perspective in geography has been stressed and highlighted by various scientists as a one of the scientists whose name is S.R. Ayer in 1964 is of the opinion that a more ecological approach enhances the prestige of geographers within the academic world. It may be pointed out the ecological studies traditionally fall within biogeography, which normally studies the distribution of plants and animals and pattern of life. on the surface of the earth and the factors which are responsible for spatial variations in their distribution. Uh, and hence, this study of how organisms interact with each other and with their non living surroundings. Hence, the biogeography has slightly different meanings for different disciplines. For example, biogeographers concentrate on distributional aspect of biological materials as well as on the relationship between organisms and physical environment at local, regional, and global levels. And the most common lines of study are populations, communities, and larger biotic units such as biomes representing life zones of the Earth's surface, while biologists lay more emphasis on the study of individual organism and psychological, morphological, and behavioral functions. Hence, the boundaries between the biogeography and the ecology are so overlapping that it becomes difficult, if not impossible. Now, the biosphere is an example of a system as it composed of basically three components. Those are number one, organic component, which are related to this are plants, animals, including man and microorganisms. Second one, that is the inorganic or abiotic component, which are related to this as a physical environment, land, air, water. And hence the third one, that is the energy component. Example for to these are the solar and geothermal energy. And these three components are mutually interdependent and are interrelated through a series of large scale cyclic mechanisms which make the output mechanism effective in the biosphere. So, as a living earth which is defined as a living mantle, and hence the biosphere, the biodiversity, the number of different species in an area which are to be known. So, biosphere is considered as an open system because there is a continuous flow of energy and output of matter. As long as the balance is maintained between the input of energy and material and matter and output of matter, the biospheric system remains in equilibrium condition. But when this critical balance is disturbed, the equilibrium state of the biospheric system is also disturbed and several environmental and ecological problems crop up. Hence, the ecosystem has a various aspects has been described in detail in the uh, uh, as later on. So, as assembling the total assemblage of biotic community and abiotic components together with energy component and their as for various components, those are biotic and biotic, abiotic, and energy. Mutual interactions within a given time unit, the biosphere becomes the largest ecosystem because it consists of biotic components. Which are those? Those are plants, animals, including man. Hence, while studying to this, as a microorganisms also is included, and abiotic components, those are land, water, and air. And energy components, those are solar and geothermal energies. And hence, the biotic and abiotic components are intimately interrelated through a series of large scale cyclic mechanism collectively called a biological cycle. So hence the uh, as we have seen that the biosphere and the ecosystem. This is the uh, study which we are doing, and hence the biosphere consists of two major systems. Those are terrestrial, and second one, that is aquatic. So this is it refers to all the living organisms and their physical environment within a given area, and hence the living component consists of the interacting communities of animals, plants, and microbes, which we have seen, and hence the non-living components refers to the air, water, rock, soil, and climate. So this is one of the diagram and photographs which are in front of us, and hence the ecosystem are everywhere which we are observing. The ecosystem function, how the function it reacts. So ecosystem are involved with population and their regulation, energy use and waste processing, nutrient cycling. Next, ecological relationship develop from satisfying the essential needs of life and continuation of the species. Hence, if you consider the whole of the biosphere as an ecosystem at global scale, the component of the biosphere and the biosphere ecosystem become the same, and hence the total physical environment at global scale also contains the same components as those of the biosphere and the ecosystem. And hence the biosphere, the ecosystem and the environment consist of three components. Those are, number one is inorganic or abiotic, or it is also called as a physical component. Second one, that is a energy component, and third one, that is a biotic or organic components, and hence it may be pointed out that energy component may also be considered with abiotic components, and hence these relationships are manifested in physical, abiotic, and biotic terms. Hence, this is one of the success of an any organisms or group of organisms depend on a set of conditions. For example, temperature is there, light is there, water, soil, nutrients, and fire. So, any condition which approaches or exceeds the range of tolerance is said to be a limiting condition or limiting factor. For example, too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry, yeah, etc. Thank you. Thank you very much.